Hi guys, it's Brandy again from Too Shabby Miniatures. I hope you had a good week. I have had a very busy weekend and I wanted to show you what I've done to the Franklin house. So as you can see, the parts I had glued together last week, I've taken the opportunity to prime all of it. It's much easier to do it when the backs and the side is not put on. Anyway, and I also did the ceiling, as you can see. Now what I want to just kind of make a note of is I was very careful not to get glue right on the leading edges here, because I'm going to be using this as a glued surface and I really want the glue to stick to other wood if I can and not a painted surface. So we'll see. But what I did to the other panels that haven't been attached yet is I took some time and each and every window, this might be very difficult to see, but each and every window on all four sides here have been beveled, and I used a rasp, a very fine file, and then I went back and I used up some of my fingernail files, which I have a bajillion of. They are so helpful. If you can find some at the dollar store, you can probably get like a 10-pack for $1. They're really great. So I had to go through and just clean up these edges here on both the front and back, which took quite a while. And then, of course, I painted everything. And after I was done, I realized that I had spots that were kind of chippy-like. They didn't look too hot. So what I decided to do, here's an example of kind of like a little chippy spot here. What I did is whenever I saw one of those, I would fill it in with wood putty. Here's another little tiny spot that you can see. Some of them were really, really bad. Because it's plywood, you kind of get that a little bit more often. So I did wood putty everything before I primed it. And the directions actually suggested that before I apply any of the window panes, to go ahead and paint around all the windows, front and back, before applying the window plastic, which is right here. And I have to figure out which ones go to which window because, well, they don't tell you. So I will get back to you with that in just 1 minute. Okay, we have all of our plastic window pieces cut out, and it wasn't too difficult to figure out what went where. I have 8 large windows, and there were 8 large plastic pieces. I just want to show you something real quick. They want you to put the window on the inside of each of these walls. So I carefully made sure I knew exactly which was the inside of each one and marked them so I wouldn't mess up, because yeah, that's me, I would do it. Anyway, so what I ended up with is I had a few extra pieces left over, and I had to figure out which one to fit this window because it's not as large as the other one. So I had these two, and obviously, as you can see, that's, if it'll zoom in there, that's not quite the right size. So we're gonna put them aside. And then I had these two, which obviously are not the right size either. So that left me with these three. They're all the same size, so I'm gonna go with them. So I'm gonna show you what I did. It recommends that you do not put the glue on the plastic itself. It really wants you to put the glue everywhere on the wood first. So this is what I did. I'm using Eileen's Tacky Glue. This is one of my favorite products in the whole world. And I didn't use a whole lot, but I did use enough so that I can smear it with my fingers, and I'll show you why. You want to get pretty close to the edges. I'm not worried about being too sloppy with it here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear this glue right up to the edge of the wood here. And if I have a little extra on my finger like that, I'm just going to kind of wipe that off. So I want a fair amount, but I don't want an excessive amount of glue. So we're just going to go all the way around, getting as close to those window holes as possible. Now I'm going to go down the middle and do the same thing. I really want every bit of the surface covered with glue. I don't know if you can hear, my dogs are barking out back. I put them outside because they love making noise. Here we go. So we're going to get it real nice and smooth, a nice thin layer. And there's my husband just walked in the door. Once you have that, you're going to very carefully lay your plastic on top. Once you get it laid down, don't shift it. Trust me, you don't want to shift this. You just want to gently pat every spot of the plastic down where it's touching the wood, as you can see. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because if I was just to put a squiggly of glue right in the middle and plop this plastic down, you'll actually still see that squiggly, and I don't think that's very attractive. So when I kind of squish it down, I'm trying to spread it out underneath the plastic so I don't have that. And it actually kind of makes the wood look neater, like it doesn't have as many imperfections. So, and that's about it. You don't want to get glue on the surface of this plastic. If you do, you can use a wet cloth real quick. It will wipe off with water. And that's about it. So all of my windows are done being glued. I'm going to let them dry. In the meantime, I might as well let you know what I'm going to be doing next. Obviously these, the walls, the exterior walls are going to actually be glued into place. And I'm super excited about that. Yay! And then we're going to start talking about the interior design and, well, what is the dollhouse actually going to be? And I'm going to tell you that mine is going to be a modern dollhouse. It's not going to be Victorian. So I'm going to start collecting pictures of all different kind of things I like, that I would like in a house if I had a modern house. And I will talk to you then. All right. The link to the website is in the description, and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.